This five-step formula that we use primarily at DIGITECT to drastically increase your leads and sales conversion. To me, this is the heart of what we do at DIGITECT. Our ROIs are typically about 300%, 200 to 300%, and even more up to 500-600% for certain services. And that's why we are competent to launch this and to even invite you to partner us. So here is the five-step sequence. Now it will be a good time for you to take out your notes because I'm going to explain them as an overview. I shan't go too much into details. Now, obviously, if you look at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you're going to think, okay, what should I do at 1 first? No. If you kind of engage us to be your partners, we always start with number 3, stage 3. At stage 3, we call this a high-value engagement event. I took away the word event because probably only be thinking about event management. It's not. You have to start conceptualizing what a high-value engagement looks like with your potential prospects. Remember, if you don't know them, if you don't know who your profile audience is, you aren't going to create value for them because each one of them behave differently. They have different motivations that drive them. So what's a high value engagement? Let me give you a couple of examples. It could be as simple as an offline one-on-one appointment that you set up for them. It could be a free trial if you're a physician, if you're a physio, chiropractic, it could be a free trial, right? Experience. And that's high value to me, right? Don't ask me to pay, or at least there's a nominal fee. It could be a webinar such as this. It could be an online, offline seminar, with high value education, right, features there. So whatever it is, you got to think from your consumers' point of view, what is of value to them. Otherwise, they will be exchanging their time for something that's not of value. Remember, anytime you give something free, it's really not free. To you, you think you're giving something of value, but to them, they're giving their time. So you're doing an exchange, that's a transaction that's already taking place. So when you sit down with us, when you sit down with me, I'm going to help you conceptualize what a high value engagement is going to be looking like. Also, this high value engagement needs to be differentiated. If everybody's giving out a free digital book, do you think that's going to communicate any value? Because a dime a dozen, right, up there. So it needs to have a USP, something that's unique, that sets you apart from the rest of your competitors. So for me, that is what I get really excited and passionate about, because I'm constantly looking out at innovative ways to set you apart so that you create high value engagement for your consumers. Okay, now that you started at stage 3, let's do a upstream then, right? Or rather a downstream. Let's go back to stage 2. Because once you've got that high value engagement sorted out, now you want people to land on a page so that they can register, so that they can click and exchange their particulars with more details of what this high value engagement is all about. So we always need a landing page. I know you guys are into websites and all that, and this is one of the fallacies of starting out your business, creating a nice, beautiful, pretty website with multiple pages and menu bars, which doesn't work because all we need is just one page, a one-pager. The trends and consumer trends have changed. Most people are on their mobiles. There's a whole scroll through phenomenon that is taking place. Nobody clicks on a laptop and then go from page to page and page. They just need to land somewhere. So an LP, a landing page, is what you need. We do LPs predominantly for all types of events. Now, keep your website for whatever reason that you need to, because people need to go through SEO and to check you out and for credentialing, credibility. But a landing page is where you attach and communicate and educate that high value engagement that you want them to land, right? So that's why you need that landing page with all its opt-in forms. Now let's backtrack to stage 1. That's where we get what we call your omni-channel marketing. This is where we pride ourselves in. This is where we are most adept in doing omni-channel, not just Facebook, Instagram marketing, social media marketing. We need all channels, including your Telegram channels, your chat groups, your offline, not just online, but your offline efforts to bring in traffic. And you can see they come from all areas. Now, at this point in time, I just want to share with you the type of profile your potential customers or consumers behave and how you need to help convert them. So for the omni-channel marketing stage, which is stage 1, they are called traffic. They are not your customers, they're traffic. And the way we work with traffic is very different from the way we work with leads, right? So now you hear the terms of lead generation, etc. The whole lead generation strategy of this landing page, this first 2 stages, presupposes you understand your traffic source, where they come from, and then how they land on your page. It could be paid ads, organic ads, whatever it is. I use multi-channel, right? Like I told you. And then when they land on your page and they click and they give you their details, their particulars, of course, under strict PDPA protocols. A lead is basically they've given you the name and a mobile contact and an email, because you need to build your own database, right? So these 2, we have metrics, like typically it's 25% or 30% conversion from traffic to lead. And then we have a metric also from lead to prospect. Now, when they land on your landing page and they sign up, a sign up is very different from a show up. Today, there are about 20 of you here, but there was 60 of you who have signed up. So straight away, I can conclude that it's a 30% 1/3 of you, 30% conversion. You get what I mean? So from traffic to lead to prospect. Now let's talk about the upstream, the downstream right now. So after the high value engagement has taken place, you obviously want to put in an offer behind, or you want to invite them to another platform, or you want to, some people may just want to close, right? So you need to follow up, and we call these customers when you close them. A customer is someone who has exchanged or transacted money with you. And the reason why we need a stage 3 before we have a stage 4 is because of a principle that I've abided in all this while, is that money is exchanged in a warm environment. So stage 3 is where you build warmth. And warmth cannot just be built on a webinar. Like now, I can't ask you for money, right? Warmth cannot be built on a high-tech platform. It needs to have a high touch and then high trust, because trust, sincerity, honesty, credibility are all communicated in a human-to-human interaction. So nobody just goes onto some page without having seen the person and just click, hey, I want to buy a house. All right, you don't exchange money that way. You need to have a high touch element there. And so with stage 3, that's where you can convert to stage 4, right? Okay, and after that, most of us might be thinking, okay, let's start the whole cycle all over again because I've got my customers. Thank you very much. See you again. And then you go to the next one. No, in these days, we have to put in our CRM, which is our client or customer relationship management. Note the keyword relationship, right? So they do not stay as customers forever. They will be then converted through this nurturing process to be clients, and clients stay with you much longer. We call them LTV. And I'm here to put in data analytics and metrics to understand, to help you understand how to convert them to LTV. LTV will be long-term, or what we call lifetime value of a client, so that you can cycle them over and over again, or rather you can put them into your own community and database. So there you have it. You have this 5 stage. It looks quite simple as I presented it this way, but with each step, with each stage, there are many details that we have to put in. We've got all the metric system, we've got all the strategies that is included in this system, into this sequence. Obviously, you need automation, right, for most of these things to take place in your own customer journey. You probably need to invest in your CRM system. For me, I just use MailerLite to nurture leads and create workflows and sequences. Right up at stage 1, omnichannel marketing, you need to have all those platforms already. Obviously, if you want to run ads, paid ads, you need to have a backend dashboard with your management system, either on Meta, whatever it is. We've got everything that helps you understand that each stage can be calibrated such that there is a seamless flow and journey that you create for your customers. Okay, at this point in time, I just wanted to tell you that I use the 5-stage sequence right now for almost everything. I would say 99% of all my work and all my different projects. And I want to give you some real case studies of 3 of my businesses. They started out as projects today. At least 2 of them are running as a business unit in some of my work. These are real case studies within a period of 2 to 3 months of implementing this 5-step sequence. Things just blew out with this kind of figures in terms of ROI. So let me go through them very quickly. The first project that we ran during the pandemic was what we call a local tour project. Now, this started off as just like a little fun experimental project because during the pandemic, you all know, right, the Singapore Rediscovery Tours, we're all talking about local tourism. And we partnered because DIGITECT is part of a bigger social impact platform called Architects of Life that does good, right? We're a business for good. So we thought, okay, how can we boost up the local economy or tourism? And so we decided to do a Chinatown local tour project. We got in the people, we created a curriculum, but it was very poorly responded to. So we put in the whole 5-step sequence. We invested $400 a month, which is not expensive at all. That's only about $100 ad cost a week. And we immediately saw a jump within 2 months from 1,002 to 3,008 per month. So that's equivalent to 237% ROI. Not bad. But just from a simple investment. This is just a project, guys. It's not business. We can't survive on this. But it's turning slowly. It's turning slowly right now into a business arm. Then we've got our therapy treatment. Let me tell you this interesting story. This is something that we've been doing for 1 year, 1.5 years. Again, during the pandemic, right? We've got unused office space. We're hardly there. We're all working from home. So we realized that we want to monetize this. It was hard. We were trying to keep costs low everywhere, right? This was a rental of about 1,000 plus per month. And we thought this is just bleeding money for do we give up the space, etc., right? So we thought, okay, let's bring in some of my friends. I've got some therapists who are really good at by the way, I don't brand this as massage or spa. It's not like that, but a real therapy treatment for injuries and chronic issues. So we've got her in. we turned this room, this office space into a small little treatment room. And again, it was very hard to ramp up sales just through word of mouth or just through posting on social media content. We realized we need to run paid ads. And so the marketing cost is about $500 per month. Again, not expensive at all, but immediately we saw an ROI of 300%, like 3x, right? From $800 to $3,000 over dollars, and it is continue to scale. And right now we are really thinking about our next stage of business. It pays for itself. It pays off our rental, and we made a small tiny profit there for petty cash. Yeah. Now the third business one is the one I'm really excited because I can actually replicate this model across all my training programs. I'm a trainer, like I told you, I'm an educator as well as a psychologist at heart. I blend these two together and we create different curriculum like coaching, counseling, and therapeutical services, human services program. This one was a WSQ training program. We thought that we'll just work with our partners as program consultants and what we call subject matter expertise. And then we started to put this onto the market. Now, 1 month revenue was about, if you close 2 classes or 1 class, it's about this sum, right? Or 1.5. Sorry, what am I talking? 2 months we ran 1 class, right? This is what you get, average monthly revenue. Yeah. We put in, we spend quite a lot because this one is a whole, that's why the 5-stage sequence is so important, because anytime one area is not done properly, then it's leaking, right? You have a broken chain, yeah. And so we needed to spend a lot of time just to get that figured out right, and it took about 2 months. But once we ran the ads, my God, now it's all automated, right? We hardly need to look at the back end. It's just generating leads upon leads, and immediately we saw this in 2 months or 3 months. From 2,000 jump up to 21,000. Now we're closing about on average 3 classes a month. That's 545% ROI, guys. Because once we studied our audience, once we studied our, using the best profiling metrics to study our consumers, then it just runs this on auto right now, right? And then I could focus on other curriculum, and we're just replicating this model over and over again, guys. What if I could help you to triple your ROI